Showing off with the dementor. Okay, so a lot of you have actually shown a lot of interest and a lot of love for this dementor that I've made. It's taken me about 10 minutes to actually make. I've actually now made 7 of these dementors, and there's also a big one that I made. The big one was the first one, and I didn't actually like it the way it flowed, so I thought let's just go back to basics and keep it simple and make it out of chicken wire and bin bag, so it's quite light and it floats in midair and it kind of gives that scary dementor feel. So this is what this actually does when it's actually hung on chicken wire, on fishing wire when it's outside, so it gives it a really scary look. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to show you a quick video on how to actually put it all together, and so therefore you guys can actually make one for yourself and stick it outside your house for Halloween. Okay guys, next video is showing you what bits I need. Okay, to make the dementor, what you need is several bits. I always start off with the hands, so it kind of gives me the scale of how big the actual dementor is going. The hands that I've made is to this size, so it's not too big and it's not too small, and it's also quite light as well, so it's not going to kind of weigh the dementor down when it's flowing in midair. And see that it's just like ½ a meter long. Anyway, so to actually get it started, what I do is just grab one of the other 50 centimeter length chicken wires. Let's cut out the fingers, so I'm going to keep it at one length, and I'm going to actually make the thumb in order to actually get the, it's just all sheer guesstimate. They don't have to, each hand doesn't really necessarily have to be the same size as each hand. All of my dementors are all different lengths and sizes. Okay, so I'm going to keep this long bit as the index finger, and I'm going to use the second 50 centimeter chicken wire to use as the other fingers. Okay, so I'm just gonna roughly guess where the thumb is gonna go compared to the finger. So yeah, that's the thumb versus the index finger. So all you do, if you're happy with that, just give that a bit of a cut. You snip that. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it a bit of a bend. So the thumb kind of bends away from the hand. So there you go. Kind of got the V shape, and just tape it. It is a bit of a fiddly process at first, but you'll kind of get the hang of it anyway as you do more and more of it. Okay, so what you do is just kind of get some masking tape, attach the thumb to the bit of the wire. So this is going to be the base of where you're going to start the dementor. So all you do now is you just need 3 of your other fingers, and again it's just all guesswork. Each dementor hand doesn't necessarily have to be exactly the same set. You know, like I said, they're all different sizes. So okay, so that's your middle finger. So just give that a cut. Remember, the middle finger is always slightly longer than the index finger as well. So you see what I'm doing there? Okay, so just attach that to there. Now the good thing with working with wire, it's quite flexible. It's really easy to place where you want the fingers. It's really easy to move and bend as well. Okay, so that is the hand already done, and it is really light. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is just cover the whole hand and arm in masking tape as well. Okay, so before I actually do that, there's one little trick that you must do as well to actually finish off the hand. Is to actually make the palm of the hand as well, because if you start covering all the fingers with masking tape, it'll look stupid. So what I want to do is actually want to separate the palm from the fingers. There we go. You don't really necessarily have to be neat at this stage. And so what I'm doing now reminds me of Art Attack. Remember that TV show that we all used to watch on our TV after you come back from school? Neil Buchanan, and there'd always be a big Art Attack at the end of the TV show. One of my favourite TV shows, kids shows. You should bring all that stuff back. Okay, so that is the palm, technically the hand done. Okay, not too different. Not too different from the first one I made. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm just going to quickly cover all the fingers. Now, to do the fingers, all you need to do is just cut at a length, masking tape, and just cover the wire over. So start off with one end, pinch it, and all you do is just kind of wrap the masking tape around the thumb. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do that all of the fingers and run it all down the rest of the wire, okay? And make sure it's done lengthways, because otherwise if you just wrap it around in like a coil, you're going to be there for hours, and you're just going to waste a lot of masking tape, which you don't really want to do. And the other thing is it'll actually kind of make it heavier as well. And the key is you want it to keep this as light as possible so it flows as well. Okay, so let me just get all the fingers wrapped in masking tape. So that's it, all the hands are done, both hands are done, fully wrapped in masking tape, and they're quite light as well. So the other thing that I've done is I've also prepared the spine, which is going to be the body, and that's how we're going to attach the arms to. And then you also need a little bit, which is probably about, what, 2 inches wide. We're going to attach this across the top part of the body, and just slightly quarter way down, because this section here is going to be used for the head, and that's the next step. So before you actually attach the shoulders, I'm going to just show you how to do the actual head. So for the head, I forgot to mention, you can use anything at all. You can just get some newspaper, scrunch it all up, put it into a ball, and just wrap it around with sellotape. The easiest way that I've done it is I've just got some kitchen towel, got about 1 meter length of it, and all I've done is I've just folded it 4 times, and then that's obviously going to give me the thickness. So the more I wrap it around the actual wire, it's just going to kind of expand and get a bit thicker from the top. So it's just kind of going to give me that ball-like shape, like a head. Okay, so let's just do that. So kind of make sure you give yourself enough gap as well. So this bit is what we're going to do, is kind of bend it, and that's what we're going to hook it from the top as well, wherever you need to hang it. So to do the head, all you do is just kind of wrap the tissue really tightly. Make sure it's actually quite snug against the wire, because otherwise if it's not, the head will just pop off, it'll just fall off. But there are going to be other bits and bobs that I'm going to do, other techniques that I'm going to secure the head anyway, so it doesn't fall off. Because on some of them it's a bit of a mistake, they do tend to fall off. Okay, you don't have to be neat. What you do is just kind of wrap it around the wire, as you can see what I'm doing. So that's the head bit done. To stick it down, I'm just going to use some basic masking tape, so it just holds it down. And then the next bit I'm going to use is I'm going to use some sellotape to kind of compress it all together. Okay, and you just wrap it around as much as you can. And then afterwards, you're going to use the black duct tape to cover it. Okay, so just use the tape and make sure you're pressing it so it's quite tight. Okay, and it kind of gives it that ball-like shape as well. Can be a bit fiddly, and again, like I said, at this stage you don't really necessarily have to be neat. I can see it's starting to kind of There, see, that's quite tight on there. So as you're sellotaping, as you're taping the head down, make sure it's quite tight. That's the key. And again, you do it across, horizontally, and then you also do it vertically as well. So there you go. So this could be the back part of the head. There you see. So it kind of expands a bit from the front. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to give it a little bit more tape at the top, so the thing doesn't come off. It's not going to come off anyway because it's already tight. Yeah, but I like to make sure it's actually quite secure on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover it with black duct tape anyway, because otherwise if we don't, you'll be able to see the white tissue or kitchen towel through the black bin liner. There we go. There, that is not going anywhere, so that's in quite well. That's stuck to it really, really well. Okay. Now, so just to wrap this, and again, you don't need to be neat with it at all because it's all going to be covered anyway. Just press it, because no one's really going to get to see the actual face because the face is going to be covered really. Okay, nearly there. So as you can see, the chin sticks out a little bit. So this is actually going to be the forward-facing part, as you can see there. Okay, but it's up to you how you want to do it. But I prefer it to be. This will be the front. Okay, so now I'm going to attach the shoulders or the arms to this. So what you've got that the little bit which is about 2 inches long, and we're going to attach it across just slightly below the head. Okay, it kind of gives you like a centimetre away from there. Again, I've not used no glue, no other chemicals or substances at all like that at all, because stuff like that, again, there we go. A bit of a curve as well. So this part, what we're going to need to do now at this point is make sure when you stick the hands that you position that each hand at the correct mark where you want it, because if you put the hands in the wrong way, you're going to kind of mess the dementia up. So obviously you've got your thumb this way facing forward, because this part here is where the forward facing part of the dementia is. So, and it's up to you how you want to position the hand. You can either have them positioned sideways or have them downwards, but it's entirely up to you. So this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one on each side, sideways and downwards. So I have it positioned like so. So the thumb is facing upwards. Okay. Again, just get some masking tape. Stick that on. So the end bit goes to one end of the shoulder. So make sure that's the thumb is up. So tape will slide down here. You're going to need about 2 lots. You're going to need to tape it down in 2 spots. one on each end. The good thing is, because it's light, you can reposition the arms, the shoulders, however, whichever way you want to position them. There we go. See that? Happy with that. And now the last one is again going to do the same thing. Connect the end bit. Excellent. So that overall is the body of, or the base of the Dementor. That's what it actually looks like now. So the second part is actually just to cut the bin liner and to dress it, and that's the fun part. After getting the body put together, the next stage is to actually just get some black bin bags. So what I've done is I've got one black bin bag. You'll probably need about 2 or 3. Open one up and cut it open. And the first sheet that I'm going to use, the first sheet you'll need is for the arms, because you just don't want to get one black bin bag and drape it all over, because it's just going to look stupid. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to dress each arm and some parts of the body separately. The last bit to finish it will be to get one big black bin bag and drape it all over. So yeah, so now to actually get the arms done, what I'm going to do is again just measure a little bit of what bits I need. So again, it all just needs to be done in little sections. You don't really need to use too much material here, so I think hang it over slightly, around about that much, okay? And once you're happy with the length, just cut it and attach it. Simple as that. So yeah, let's just do that. So that's on half. Okay, so what I've done, the first part of the arm is done. I've now kind of covered it with black bin bag. Okay, it's looking pretty basic, nothing special at the moment. So to show you how I've actually done this, I've cut 2 sizes of bin bags. Okay, two different lengths, various lengths. And all you've got to do is kind of guess how far or how much you want to drape the bin bag across the hand. Okay. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to match. It doesn't really have to match the other side. Okay. So it kind of overlaps the hand. Now to stick this down, I'm going to use double-sided tape. So it actually holds. Both of them down, both sides equally. So when it's kind of flapping in the wind, it doesn't go everywhere. So okay, let me just kind of figure out which way and how far apart I need to do this. So double-sided tape, nothing special, and I'm just going to stick the tapes there. I've got 3 tapes, top, middle and bottom, and then just overlap. There we go. So the tapes are actually inside. So there we go. So the tapes have now actually stuck the 2 bin bags together. There we go. And it just drapes it over. Okay. So that's that. Now if you really want to, which I think I will, I'm just going to use black duct tape and attach the 2 loose back bits together. Okay. Otherwise, what's going to happen, the spine bit is going to keep poking out and it's just going to look stupid. So basically, in order for that will actually hide. Taping the 2 black bin bags together will just hide the tape. Not the tape, sorry. The spine. Again, with this, you don't really have to be neat about it all, because what we're going to do is it's all going to have to be cut as well. There we go. So that's what it kind of looks like at the moment. So we're nearly getting there. Okay. So the front part, I think what I should ought to do as well here, you've still got the spine showing. I'm just going to cover this part with the tape as well. Let's just do that. Nearly done. There we go. Doesn't matter if this bit is longer at all, because it's all going to be cut and stripped anyway. There. So it's like a kite at the moment. That's that bit done. Now let's actually cover the head. Let's sort the head bit. Okay, so for the head bit, we're just going to use extra bits and bobs that we've got left over from the first bin bag that we stripped for the bits for the arms. Got this little bit here, and we're just going to use this for the face. And what you can do is just kind of cover it, put it over through the head, poke it through, and let's see which way it's going to work. Cover it straight like this. So see that? We've got a bit of a gap there. Looks a bit menacing. So when you do look up closely, if you can see there, you can see the black masking tape. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. And then we just need to do is get some black duct tape and wrap it around the neck. So let's just quickly do that. Again, you don't have to be neat. It's not about being neat. It's all about being productive. Okay. Got that. And just strangle it with the tape. Just that. There we go. So that's most of it done. Now the next bit is the most important bit. This is the bit that's going to actually finish. This is the bit that's going to actually finish the dementor off. Okay. Now the large part of the bin bag, which is this, it can get really, really fiddly. So you just open it all up. Okay. And obviously it's going to be sealed at the bottom. And then what we do is cut a hole from the bottom and stick the top part, the metal part, through there. Because that's where your head's going to be. There. Don't need to be neat or anything like that. So that's that. It can be a bit tricky. There we go. So you just feed that through. Drop the arms, so you can bend the arms, okay, and then you just cover the rest of the whole body. Again, I'm still not happy with this bit. See this? It's just probably the way I've cut the bin bag. So what we'll do, cover it again. giving it a like. Doubled it. Where's my masking tape? Again, I'm not going to strangulate this too much because I want it to flow. I want the head to flow as well. There, see? Looking fairly decent. That's starting to flow. There we go. It's quite long. So now all you need to do is just figure out where to actually cut the slits so it opens and flows. So it kind of gives it that old, ripped look. Yeah. There we go. So let me just show you bits to cut. Where's my scissors? So ideally what I would do, I would cut where the shoulders are and not go all the way up. I'll only go up to the actual elbow. Okay, so let's just give that a bit of a cut. Again, you don't need to cut in straight lines either. Because remember, we want the dementor to look tired and torn as well. So not going all the way up, just only going up to the elbow part as well. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. If you do need to go up a bit more, you can. Just tiny bit more. There. And now just kind of do the same again with this side. There. And then stick that and that, and you can position it as well, wherever you want it to position. There you go, see? It's already now starting to look a bit like a dementor, like what I've got here already. So now, all you need to do is just give it some cuts and slits all the way down. And then pretty much it's done. So let me just quickly do that and then I'll show you the actual finished product. Just basically just cutting the back part of dementor. Now you don't, like I said, you don't really have to be neat. It's just as of how you want it, what length you want, how short you want to go up. It's fine because it's all going to kind of just float when it's actually in mid-air as well. And nearly done. And I've kept all the legs different as well. Some are short, some are long. And this is the most boring part as well. It's just cutting up the bin bag. But this is what actually gives it the shape. This is what finishes it off as well. And the bits I just need to kind of work on now are the sleeves under the arms, okay, because they just look like one long piece. Okay, so let's just get these bits cut as well. Again, all you need to do is, again, just go up and cut. There we go. Okay, you don't need to be neat. That's what's going to give it that sinister, creepy look as well. And let me come back to you guys. And I think there you have it. That's the dementor done. Took about 15-20 minutes. A bit slow because obviously I'm doing a tutorial. And here you go. That's what it looks like, pretty much. And it is just like that one. Okay. There we go. And it is just slightly shorter than me anyway, so yeah. another one done. So any questions, guys, just drop me a text message or just drop me a message on the bottom of this video and let me know what you guys think. Okay, until next time.